to be addressed, please text the word Maverick along with your entry and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest production team will respond immediately. Thank you. Dallas, make sure you're here for our Maverick City Flag Giveaway game. The perfect game for the whole family since every fan in the building gets their own Maverick City Flag. We'll see you here.
The wait is finally over. Opening night is upon us.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season. And here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really...
He's checked in for Dallas. Let's go across the court, and here's some more news on MP.
Hey guys, a lot of excitement in the air as MP makes his NBA debut tonight. I asked him how he felt about his journey here, and he told me it hasn't been easy. I had to grow a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career, guys.
Gosh, I love that kid. Hey, David, you can tell this organization expects big things from MP. Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up.
On the court right now for the Spurs. MP out there with Johnson. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Collins. And it's Vassell in at the 2.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Well, if you've got speed, use it. Dante Exum carves up the defense on the way to the cup.
The drive by Paul. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here, matched up against San Antonio, is how they'll tip off the new season.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Paul passes to Vassell. MP with the bounce pass. Johnson outside. A 3-ball. Hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas. They lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court for San Antonio, they've got MP. Zach Collins is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Jones. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. There's a screen by Collins. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Collins setting the pick for Jones. Wide open shot is on the money.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Irving, good.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Jones looking for an opening. They get it back. MP, no good. Dallas leading by 8. Here's Thompson. And too long on the shot. For San Antonio, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Jones with it. Picked up by Thompson. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to MP. MP strong inside.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Irving. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by 6. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Back to Thompson with the fadeaway. Rebound San Antonio. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. And the basket by Jones.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Irving passes to Thompson. Marshall sets a screen for Irving. Over Jones. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time.
Substitution on the court.
Get some energy out there, MP. You're up.
And finished off by Exum. MP with a screen on Doncic. And they call an illegal screen here.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Spurs making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Exum sets a screen for Irving. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
On the wing, MP. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Boy, how terrific is Dante Exum getting into the paint, forces the defense to foul him there.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And they double up MP. Vassell outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here is Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And the first half is now in the books. Mavericks lead by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the man halftime.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed.
As a team, You love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Now let's take a moment. And that concludes.
And happy you can. Making a switch here. MV's checked in. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Exum in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Vassell outside. MP looking around. Inside, Paul. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Chris Paul opportunistic on the inside in that instance.
Outside, Irving. Pass to Gafford. Here's Exum. Just 5 to shoot. To end the drought. And he lays it up and in. Exum's got 11 points.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
Mavericks leading by 9. Doncic kicks to Gafford. Doncic outside. Washington with the screen on Paul. The 3 for Doncic. A rebound by the Spurs. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's MP attacking, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. It's Thompson in for Irving. MP with a screen on Doncic. Pass to MP. And they double up MP. Collins finds MP. And here is Barnes. He gets it in there. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
And a deep 3 from Doncic. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Wembanyama. He's out there with Zach Collins. MP out there with Jones. And it's Branham in at the 2 spot.
Well, Mr. Lively might be the best catch and finisher in the alley-oop situation. That's a dunk, folks.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
You know, you love it when he plays big. Overpowering move right there.
Exum passes to Washington. Irving for three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that one's good. MP.
Wow, look at the creativity from that young man. MP putting on a show with the handle.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. A different look now for San Antonio. Barnes comes in for Zach Collins. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Trey Jones. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here's Barnes for three. And Lively pulls it down. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Shoots the three. Klay Thompson, and that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
On the wing, MP. Takes it off the glass. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And Thompson kicks to Irving. To the wing right side. From deep Washington. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. MP inside. He's defended by Exum. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Irving, good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
MP finds Paul. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama with it. He's covered by Irving. Mavericks leading by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyrie Irving.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Thompson against Wembanyama. Over Thompson. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by MP. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Outside Irving. No good with the triple. To the middle. Zohan, the pass to MP. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What a tremendous finish by the young MP. This guy does exactly what it takes to get the contact drawn.
And the free throw, no good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become...
You guys look tired out there.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. Yo, MP, let's go. Okay, MP, let's turn it around right here.
enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from some disruptive behavior, such as fighting or throwing objects, as we continue to support the
And the excitement already starting to crescendo, with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Welcome and thank you. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Monday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Klay Thompson. Look for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. MP comes in for Johnson, and it's Jones in for Chris Paul. And Houston will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Şengün. Eason comes in for Smith. Whitmore's checked in for Brooks. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. Well, if you followed MP on his path to the NBA, you know the one criticism of his game is that he can defer too often, Grant.
And at times I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his career, and that worked out fine.
And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. 11-point game. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. MP finds Barnes. MP right side. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
And here is Green. 35 points his last game. Takes a 3. That one is off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Rockets ahead. They lead by 12. And the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Steven Adams, Green out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Whitmore in at the small forward position.
And MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that playoff with the gauntlet.
For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
Outside, Green. That's tipped. Stolen by MP. Back to Jones. MP, a screen on Green. Pass to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Rockets with a rebound.
Look, you've got to convert those. Come on.
Here's Thompson, and it's blocked by Collins. Back come the Spurs in transition. MP no good. The Rockets lead by 13. On the wing, Thompson. Yet to see a basket. Takes one from 10 feet, and he knocks the jumper down.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
Jones' shot is good. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A different look for San Antonio. Sohan's checked in for Collins. Johnson. MP's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Paul in for Jones. Brooks, he's checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Whitmore. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Paul finds MP. Yep, count it. MP's gotten 4 this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Paul. Green for 3. And that's not going to go. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Houston just dominating this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We're here to...
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but...
All right, guys, let's move. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided... He's checked in for Johnson. San Antonio shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right guys.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Devin Vassell out there with Chris Paul. And it's MP in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. 13-point lead. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Paul can't get it to go.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
Smith outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Smith's got 10.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Here's Paul. Shoots over Shepard. Paul, shot is off. Houston leading by 18. Here's Brooks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Eason's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Green. Inside, here's MP. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. 10 points for him.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Şengün, a screen on Paul. Here's Shepard. Brooks outside. Counted from distance. Brooks has got 8 here in this quarter.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
MP outside. 51 seconds left in the third. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Easton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Rockets lead by 19.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's Paul. Brooks with the rebound.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. The three. Here's Thompson. And another shot. Vassell with the rebound. Vassell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Şengün. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Houston up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
But don't stop the aggressiveness. You got shots, let them fly.
You know, that's the thing about Greg Popovich. As long as you're taking good shots, he doesn't want you to hesitate.
Well, the offense is designed to create opportunities. So if you pass up the opportunity, you're defeating the whole purpose of the exercise.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So the Rockets 5 now. Dillon Brooks is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Green. And it's Thompson in at the 2. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current system. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Brooks. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Jones, the pass to MP. Lets it go from 11. Back to Jones. Here's MP. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Chris Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. Shepard, he's checked in for the Rockets. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Adams, the pass to Green. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 19. And he lobs it up to the rim. Outside Paul. MP up top. Collins outside. 4 on the clock. Misses the 3. The Rockets lead by 19. Pass to Shepard. Back to Brooks. Driving in, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one's on Zach Collins.
Well, Brooks is one hard-working man. He runs into a foul and still gets a shot off.
For San Antonio, Sohan comes in for Collins, and it's Vassell in for Branham. Alperen Sengun's checked in for the Rockets. Smith comes in for Eason. Wembanyama down low, defended by Sengun. Good on the shot.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Here's Shepard. Now here's Sengun. That shot off the mark. Wembanyama with some nice D. MP with it, guarded by Smith.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to MP.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by MP. Wembanyama's got 9 points now in the second half. Brooks outside.
Such a tenacious competitor. When Brooks looks to score inside, he is so skilled at finding ways to draw contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls that are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter here. Vassell can't get it to go.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Pass to Shepard. Now here's Sengun. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Rockets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Reed Shepard.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Sengun. Wembanyama with a bucket. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Now Smith to the middle. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy. Grant.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.